Guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's unboxing and taste test is going to be the Commonwealth Tea Company. So the Commonwealth Tea Company, it's a new company to me, and they reached out and sent me some of their teas to try. So I'm going to make all the teas that we've got here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about each tea, and I'm going to do a bit of a taste test for you as well. And the name is built around the fact that the dominant producers and consumers of tea are Commonwealth nations and countries that have got historic and cultural trade ties to Britain. So each of these tea, it comprises high quality tea, and it's also packaged in a unique kind of cube-shaped box, which look like this. So what you get is you get 10 teas in each box, and they all come, each tea bag comes individually wrapped in these cute little boxes. What's great about these, they are completely recyclable and biodegradable, and you can also use them to put your tea bag in once your tea bag's been used, ready to dispose of it as well, so that makes it pretty easy. Let me just show you what the little bags look like inside, and then I'll tell you about the teas themselves. So this is the red berry tea. And this is what it looks like with all the dried ingredients, and then it's got a little tag on the tea bag as well. So that was the red berries infusion. Next up we've got lemongrass and turmeric infusion. So this is the milk oolong tea. So I'm going to start by brewing each tea according to the instructions on the box. So for an oolong tea, you do actually brew your water to 80 degrees rather than 100 degrees, because 100 degrees would actually burn the type of tea that's used in there. Luckily, I actually have a kettle that allows me to control the temperature of the water. So I'm going to start by boiling my water to 80 degrees. So we're going to get started with our milk oolong. So the water has just boiled at 80 degrees. So we're just going to pop that in there, and then we're going to leave it for 1 to 2 minutes. And I've actually got a little tea timer here that I'm going to use. So that's actually for 3 minutes, but it gives me a rough idea when I get to 2 minutes, and I'll also be able to use it for the other teas as well. So that one, like I said, 1 to 2 minutes at 80 degrees. Then I'm going to brew these two up at 100 degrees for 2 to 3 minutes, again as per the instructions. Okay, so our milk oolong has had its 1 to 2 minutes, so I'm just going to take that out and drain it off a little bit, and then pop it in its little box there, so it's, like I said, easy to dispose of, and then the whole thing is just biodegradable, so that's great. Then we're going to move on. The kettle has just boiled for fruit infusions. So again, we've got lemongrass and turmeric, we've got red berries, so let's get the water in there, and then I can set the timer for 3 minutes. Okay, so we're just hitting the kind of 2 to 3 minute mark on these two infusions, so I'm just going to take the tea bags out. Okay, so we've now got our 3 drinks. We've got milk oolong, lemongrass and turmeric, and the red berries infusion. I'm going to start with the milk oolong, as I think that's going to be the most delicate kind of flavour, so I'm going to make a start with that one. Hopefully it should be okay to drink as well, because this was only brewed at 80 degrees, whereas these two were 100 degrees, so hopefully this will be cool enough to drink. So that's got a really nice, subtle taste to it. If you've not tried oolong before, it's really hard to describe. It's just a really delicate kind of tea. I have had it before. Like I said, it's one of those teas you really have to treat quite gently. You have to make sure that you aren't putting boiling hot water on it, and that you're not brewing it for too long, or else that can really spoil the leaves. And it's just to do with when that tea has actually been picked, in terms of what kind of water it can take and how long you brew for and things like that. Then next of all, the lemongrass and turmeric. So because these two are infusions rather than a traditional tea, they don't actually contain tea. They usually contain like fruit and plant extracts, and these therefore can be treated a little bit differently. It's a little bit easier. You just stick your 100-degree normal temperature kettle water on, and they're a little bit more robust. Incidentally, if you don't have a temperature control kettle, you can either stop it before it fully boils for your water for an oolong, or you can just put a bit of extra cold water in the cup before you put the hot water in and try and balance it out to where you think it's about 80 degrees. That's about the best you can do without either a thermometer or a temperature control kettle, but it's perfectly adequate. I brewed tea like that for years, so there we go. So the lemongrass and turmeric, which will be giving it this lovely yellowy colour. You really get a smell of the lemongrass that comes through. Can't really smell the turmeric. And the taste, you definitely get the lemongrass taste, like with any lemongrass tea. But then you almost get, I don't want to say an afterburn, but it almost is like a little bit of a heat from the turmeric rather than a taste. That's the way it's coming across to me. It's very, very nice. I was concerned for this one because turmeric can be such a strong flavour. I mean, people use turmeric in curries and things traditionally, and it can add a bit of a punch. And if you have a pure turmeric drink, it really is, whoa. But this is actually balanced really nicely, so it's more lemongrass than turmeric, definitely. And instead of the turmeric giving you an overpowering taste, it's just giving you that little bit of heat in the back of the throat. So that's a really nice and unusual drink, I've got to say. So this one here on the end is red berries. Red berries is usually one of the more popular fruit teas for people that like fruit teas. Most people tend towards berry teas, so I think this is probably one of the more popular flavours. Really getting a scent of strawberry and perhaps a little raspberry. That really does pack a nice punch of red berry flavour. So the flavours come through really well with these. You've got your delicate oolong, you've got the lovely lemongrass with that turmeric afterburn, and the red berry infusion with all the berry summery type flavours that brings along. And you can also prepare this with ice as well as a kind of cold iced tea in the summer, so it's quite a versatile tea as well. So like I said, with the Commonwealth Tea Company, you are getting 10 boxes in each of the tubes, so every tea bag is individually boxed, perfect for taking out and about with you, or even giving little gifts to people really and letting them try the tea. It's very portable in that way. I love that we can then use the little boxes as well to put the tea bags in after we've used them, and everything's biodegradable. The teas themselves come in those lovely like mesh bags that just really let the tea leaves move around in there. They gives them lots of room, which I think you can really taste that when you taste the teas. You can tell you're getting a really high quality tea. It's not just little floor sweepings of tea, it's the real the proper tea, proper oolong tea and proper fruit tea over here. So yes, it's a definite yes from me. I do also have a coupon code if you do want to purchase anything from the Commonwealth Tea Company. They've got an offer where if you buy 3 sleeves or more, you get 20% off and free delivery, and that's a UK only offer, and it's available until the end of September, and the code for that I'll put underneath the video. So I do hope you've enjoyed watching my video. I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to make sure you don't miss any more of my videos. Bye guys.